for our final game in the classification round. It is San Beda versus Letran facing off dito po sa dulo ng ating first round. Ball is up, game is underway. Letran will get the first crack at the basket here. Prince, it's going to be interesting how our teams will handle this situation. It's a no-bearing game, but it's a rivalry game.
Yes, and kung makikita nyo yung parehas na grupo, no? First five ng Beda versus first five ng Letran, parehas sila ang nasa loob ng mga players. Doon yung mga pangdiinan nila. Ito yung lineup na nakikita mo pagdating dun sa mga last 2 minutes ng game. Kaya alam natin parehas kung ano talaga yung pinunta nila dito. Hindi siya no-bearing game for them. This is a rivalry game. This is gonna be a pride match. So, they're gonna take it seriously. And again, they're not just playing for themselves. They're playing for the entire alma mater ng parehas na school.
At nandito po ang mga alumni at syempre mga estudyante ng parehong schools natin. By the way, Jimboy Estrada making his third start, only his third start in the competition because he's been coming off the bench for Letran. Here he is with the basketball.
And so far, whenever na nagka-come off the bench itong si Jimboy, mas effective siya. Kung mapapanood natin yung mga games na nagsa-start siya, medyo slow talaga ang nangyayari sa mga games niya. I mean, nakikita natin na yung klase ng pagiging player niya siya yung type na panunuorin muna niya kung ano yung nangyayari sa loob ng court and then at the same time, tsaka niya ina-assert yung sarili niya dun sa ano yung kailangan, ano yung kulang habang wala ako dun sa loob and then dun siya papasok kaya siya yung nagiging magandang impact whenever he plays the 6-man role.
Also compared to last season, mas malalim itong backcourt ng Letran Knights. Of course, they have Titing Manalili as their legitimate and bona fide point guard. So si Jimboy, initially gusto ni Coach Allen siya yung magmamando ng second unit. But here, he opens the scoring in the game, shooting over John T. Miller.
Oo, parang pinatutunayan lang ni Jimboy sa akin na kaya ko din mag-first five and magkaroon ng game na hindi magkakaroon ng slow start.
Jimmy Reyes creating the separation, draws the first foul of the game. It's going to be against Estrada. And now we pass it on to our courtside reporter for the first time in the game. Let's hear it from Chantal Laude. Chantal?
Magandang hapon, Martin and Prince. The energy is really high for today's rivalry game. But you know what? Whether rivalry game or not, whether no bearing or not, San Beda Red Lions treat all of their games the same. Yan ang nabanggit ni Assistant Coach Andre Santos. Each game for them is a blessing where they have to play hard to stay aligned with their goals. The only difference is that this time is an important springboard as they enter the playoffs. Hani pa nga niya, coming from a winning streak, they want to keep building and riding on their momentum. Speaking of winning streak, one of the top contributors, Brian Sahonia, will have to sit this game out due to sore ankles from playing too much minutes in their past games, as per Assistant Coach Andre. We will also not be seeing Jamel Puno, who is already almost recovered from his knee injury, and he hopes to be back for the playoffs. Yan muna, balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Chantal, as we see Jimboy Estrada finishes, and he finishes with the left hand. We hope to see both Jomel and Brian back for our quarterfinals para dito sa San Beda Red Lions. They will be big factors for them in the future as John T. Miller puts it up and in. But we have a player down. This is Joe Celso holding on to his face. Seems like he got hit in the face here.
Hindi ko nakita yung pangyayari kasi nagkakaroon ng ng parang couple dun sa bola
Ito yung crossover and the drive by John T. Miller, taking it strong to the basket. Battle for the rebound. It was Buensalida and Celso before the Miller basket.
Oh, medyo nabagsakan lang ata. Pero parang hindi naman sinasadya dahil they both went for the ball.
Oh yeah, he's bleeding. Oh.
Tumama ata sa braces.
So, sinisignal niya.
Oo, natamaan siya.
Natamaan siya. So, Joe Celso will proceed to the bench. Early entry para kay Bismarck Lina as we see here, Jomel Puno. That's MJ Vailoses on beside him. Rookie of the San Beda Red Lions. This is another angle of what happened between Buensalida and Celso. Ito. Boom. Yeah, it was the forearm. Dulo ng forearm ni Buensalida tumama sa mukha ni Celso.
Pero again, if you're gonna watch that sequence, they were both really going for the ball. And makikita naman natin na hindi naman talaga na tingin itong si Buensalida kay Celso when it happened. So, we can conclude maybe na hindi siya intentional.
Unintentional. Play continues. 5-4 lead for the Red Lions. Jimboy Estrada. Rainbow 3 is off. Culdora pulls it down. Here is Jimmy Reyes against Manalili. Reyes has been an eye-opener at the point position for San Beda in his first year after playing some D2 in the United States. Miller flips it out to Reyes. They swing it to the corner. Atake si Culdora. Culdora, the fourth shot, short. Miller, offensive rebound, no good on the putback. And here comes Letran. Manalili is on the move. Manalili up and in. Plus the foul for Titing. Manalili.
This is the kind of aggressiveness ang inaabangan ng lahat ng manonood natin ngayon dito sa arena. Yung Letran, nag-uumpisa sila with a strong start galing kay Jimboy. And then now you can see Titing Manalili doing coast-to-coast battle all the way and getting the basket and a foul.
He is in scoring mode here in the first quarter. Jonathan Manalili with yet another highlight in his very young collegiate career in the NCAA. Culdora. Reyes against Zambella with possession now. Jonty, too strong on the three, has been off the mark from the field so far. He's just warming up.
But again, balikan lang natin yung offense nitong Letran kanina prior to this San Beda offense. I like what they're doing right now kasi ini-involve talaga nila yung big man nila sa ilalim na nagkakaroon ng cross screen and then taking away yung attention ng mga guards na dumidepensa dun sa may bola to give that space dito kila Jimboy and kila Titing.
That's a beautiful setup job by Miller to Culdora underneath. So first 2 points for Culdora. This is Manalili. Jimboy searches. They get it to Gamad. He rattles home the free throw line jumper.
See, that's what I was talking about. The flex screen underneath and then the pin down for the guard is opening up players. Kasi hindi nila pwedeng pabayaan lang yung big man na nasa ilalim. Pag natamaan yung screen kasi mau-open talaga.
And Letran gets a stop on the other side. 8-7 lead for them. Manalili with contact again. This time it rolls out. Reyes has it. Jimmy. Miller will attack. Miller fouled.
Parehas nakupunan natin ngayon. Very aggressive when it comes to offense. Lahat sila gustong atakihin talaga yung lanes na binibigay ng bawat isa and at the same time to get fouls from each other.
What a pass coming from Jonty Miller right here, setting up Culdora. Then it's Chad Gamad with a rare two-pointer.
Yes.
Kasi usually, nakatira sa labas.
Beyond the arc ng laro nito ni Gamad, may mga games yan na pumupukol siya ng mga 2, 3, 4 na 3-pointers and lahat galing sa labas. Pero kung papanoorin mo yung game niya, it's either he's gonna be playing hard defense or he's gonna be taking those shots from the parking lot.
That's been his main role. So yung talagang 3-and-D guy nila.
Tama. Kumbaga yung role niya, alam talaga niya na dito ako mapupunta. But I like it that they're mixing things up. I mean, kasi mayroon ding scouting report yan para sa bawat teams. Kung alam mo na sa labas yan titira, pag pumasok yan sa loob, hindi ka magiging ganun ka-aggressive kasi hindi siya yun.
That's right.
But at the same time, he makes the most out of what is being given to him.
Here he is. Passing it to Santos. Kevin Santos takes it strong and gets the continuation.
See how involved the big man ng yung Letran team, Lahat ng atake nila, it's either gumagalaw yung big man nila or nakakahanap sila ng mga silip na butas na space para dun sa big man na nabibigyan nila ng mga magandang drop passes.
It's Letran overtaking here in the first. We have our first timeout. unavailable today. But of course, we have to still commend the performance of Brian Sajonia versus the EAC Generals. This is, you know, a breakout season for Brian, one that we expected ever since he announced his entry here in the lineup of the San Beda Red Lions. A season high for Brian against the Generals.
No, from the 12 points per game average niya, no, umangat siya ng 26 points with additional 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And then, may isa pa siyang steal na additional with 30 minutes. So, makikita mo yung quality talaga na pinag-step up niya dun sa game na yun. Especially ngayon, napatapos na itong first round natin, no, classification natin. Papasok na, papunta dun sa play-in parts natin, ano? So, magandang sign yan para dito kay Brian sa koponan ng San Beda.
Again, he'll take some time off, at least today. Hindi siya maglalaro to heal his ankle. Alongside Jomel Puno, naka-street clothes din si MJ Vailoses.
Oh, and like what you said, diba, this is a non-bearing game.
Yeah.
Ano? So maybe they're thinking smart na wag na natin pilitin kasi manalo or matalo tayo dito, we're gonna still be the #1 in the bracket. So might as well get your rest in preparation for dun sa papasok pa na mas importanteng mga games.
They will face the winner of LPU and San Sebastian in the play-in. Habang itong Letran, again, sliding down to #3 in Group B. And that means they will face an Arellano team with a twice-to-beat advantage. Not only that, finished the classification round on a 4-game winning streak.
Oo, alam natin, yung Arellano, nag-struggle din yan during the first part of the classification, ano? Pero nakuha din nila yung pick nila just in time para umabot sila dun sa twice-to-beat advantage. And again, yun naman ang importante sa basketball. Yung first 3 quarters, okay, maglalaro kayo dyan. Pero yung huling quarter, dun ka dapat talaga pumukpok kasi yun ang magdedetermine kung mananalo ka or matatalo ka. And at the same time, dun sa classification, yung mga nasa dulo, yun yung mga kailangan mo talagang ipanalo, especially. And that's what Arellano did. They secured the twice-to-beat advantage during the latter part of the classification.
They started 3-6 in the competition, finished 7-6. Reyes Gonzalez is now in the ball game. Agaw ni MDO. And Letran gets it back with the 2-point lead. Chance to compound on this advantage. Manalili. Lots of contact between Omega and Reyes. Si Reyes ang tatawagan ng foul. Fighting off the screen.
Oh, and simpleng ball screen lang yan, ano, na tinatawag nitong Letran. Nakakakuha sila ng fouls and nakakuha sila ng looks na gusto nilang makuha, which napapagalaw nila yung depensa nitong San Beda.
And para dito sa Letran Knights, #3 sila. So, maybe they're trying to find some momentum in this game, Prince.
Tama.
Para makuha rin ni Coach Allen yung tamang timpla ng mga players niya bago tayo pumasok sa susunod na round.
I mean, what better way entering the play-in na ang tinalo mo is yung rivalry team.
That's true. Malaking momentum boost, confidence boost. Yeah. Gonzalez, Penny is now in the ball game. Jonty Miller nails it from the corner.
Napakaganda ng setup nitong ni Gonzalez para kay kay Penny, with that extra pass papunta ng corner. Opening up itong si Jonty Miller.
That's gonna be one of the weapons of San Beda moving forward. Bitawan ni Santos, pero nilinis ni Mark Denver Omega.
I mean, imagine having a Santos inside and then an Omega on the other side. Kung magbintis ka man, alam mong may isa ka pang Omega na aabang para dun sa rebound.
Too strong for Miller. Manalili has it behind the back pass. Inside, outside. Letran still has it. And they will set things up. Jimboy backs up Omega. Inside, Gamad. Manalili. Balik kay Gamad from the corner. Got it. Beautiful play around by Letran.
I mean, yan yung isa sa pinaka-perfect example na pag naging patient ka sa opensa, may makukuha kang maganda. And in that case, they got a wide open Gamad 3-pointer.
But Jonty Miller quickly countering on the other side. Jonty now has 10 points in the game. 10 out of the 14 of San Beda.
Oh, and this is one of the best opening minutes para dito kay Jonty Miller. I mean, he's only played 6 minutes and he has 10 points already for San Beda.
And here he is, guarding Manalili. Manalili. Manalili! Nakalusot! May kasama pang isa.
Oo, Titing Manalili really feeling yung emotions ngayon, ano? Napakaganda ng pinapakita niyang offense. Kanina nag-umpisa siya with a good pass and then taking a shot for himself and at the same time pumasa ulit. Ngayon sa kanya ulit.
Look at this. Shaking off Miller's defense on his way to the cup. It is yet another highlight for Titing Manalili. Prince, sabi nila sa mga rivalry game na to, yung mga highly scrutinized, maraming nanonood, dito lumalabas yung totoong laro ng mga player.
Oo, very, very true yan, ano? Coming, especially ako, hindi naman ako ganun ka, you know, talagang maingay na pangalan before, but naranasan ko yung mga rivalry game na yan. And sa totoo lang, nagkakaroon ka talaga ng extra boost. Meron kang extrang lakas na nakukuha when it comes to this kind of games.
Dito, may extrang lakas ang Letran Knights sa ating first quarter. They lead it 21-14. Welcome back to the coverage. And that win against CAC. Lumabas yung tunay na laro ni June Roque. This is the June Roque that we know. Mythical 5 June Roque with 15 points against the EAC Generals.
Oo, maaga pa lang ng season natin ngayon. Ano? Pinag-uusapan na natin yung June Roque na pangalan na yan. Na ito yung chance niya sa season na pinaka pwede siyang mag-boom and mag-grow as a player. No? Especially mayroon kang kakamping Titing Manalili na pwedeng hanapin ka anytime and mahahatak talaga yung mga defender to give you those open looks.
Yeah. In a reduced role para dito sa Letran Knights in his first and only year suiting up for Colegio de San Juan de Letran. He is on the bench. He'll make his entry later on. Meantime, Kalimag alongside Songkuya, Etule, pumasok na para dito sa San Beda Red Lions. Sa kabila naman, si Cyrix Silorio, yung nasa sentro. How about this move by Manalili? Fumbles it initially, recovers, and then finishes at the cup. And the Stingray agrees.
Oh, may approval, may nod of approval galing dito kay the Stingray.
Ngayon na nagpakita yan, ha? Yung Stingray, ha?
Oo.
Of course, the Stingray, former member of our broadcast crew dito sa NCAA.
I mean, if you have a mentor like Stingray ng Batak, di ba? I mean, ang dami mong pwedeng mapulot na moves galing dyan sa idol ko rin na yan.
That's an NCAA champion, NCAA scoring champion din.
Legend yan ng Letran.
Legend, yeah. Meantime, Mark Denver Omega operating in the paint.
Oh, making sure his presence is felt.
Ito, libre-libre si Kalimag, pero mintes yung tira niya. Songkuya is disagreeing with the referee. Feeling niya, Letran ang nakahawak. Ito, si MDO continues to work here in the first frame. Starting to make a difference.
Ito yung Denver Omega na kilala natin bago siya napunta ng Letran. Ano? Kasi dati yan talaga yung role niya eh. Kung meron kang hahanapin sa ilalim, siya na yun. Pero medyo nabawasan yung role niya dito dahil siguro ang dami ring players na pwedeng makagawa kung ano yung nagagawa niya na yun.
Malalim kasi itong front court ng Letran Knights din. Estrada, heavily guarded by Gonzalez. It is stolen. Etule unable to pick it up. So Letran will have it with 3 seconds on their clock.
No, that would have been a good momentum push para dito sa San Beda, no? Especially may 2 minutes 38 pa tayo na natitira sa first quarter and they are trailing by 11 points. 9 points.
9 points, yeah.
3
seconds on the shot clock. 3 seconds.
MDO leads the way for Letran. 6 points off the bench in just 3.5 minutes of action. Estrada needs to heave. Estrada knocks it down.
Oh, Letran is really feeling it. Napakaganda ng mga opensa na pumapasok para dito sa Letran. Ano? Yan yung nakukuha nila na positive galing dun sa pag-involve ng big man nila nung maaga. Kasi pati yung big man ng San Beda, iniisip, baka meron screen na paparating sa akin. Ngayon, hindi nila alam kung kailan sila i-help.
You're right. You know, the big men of the Red Lions are heavily involved. Kanina pa, simula pa lang nung laro natin, especially on offense. What a pass! Oh! Man, we have to see the pass again. That alone is a highlight already.
Hindi lang yung pass, pati yung tira.
Pati yung tira.
Parehas eh.
Look at this, Jimboy with some sniping from long distance. 7 points for Jimboy. Pero itong Manalilio,
Tignan mo yung pasa. Tignan mo rin yung finish.
ganun din, pareho.
Medyo baliktad lang yung naging pectus. Oo.
You rarely see that happen. Actually, you don't see that happen.
Oo, back-to-back spin cycles.
So, Mark Denver Omega proceeds to the free throw line. He's been productive today. Alam mo, itong si MDO, kapag hindi siya foul trouble, ano siya, ang laking asset siya sa team.
Oh, and again, very unusual para sa kanya na hindi siya nakakakuha agad ng fouls. But I'm really glad na ngayong rivalry match natin, maganda yung umpisa niya. Kasi ang tagal din natin pinag-usapan and inaantay na makita yung MDO na aggressive both on offense and on defense. And maybe, etong rivalry game na to, papasok ng play-in, dito natin siya makikita. Nalalabas talaga.
He's had games na lumalabas yung laro niya but not consistently.
Oo, kasi napipigilan ng fouls. I mean, if you're getting in foul trouble, eventually ilalabas at ilalabas ka talaga nito ni Coach Allen. And kung maganda nilalaro mo and makakakuha ka ng mga ganong klase ng foul, mapuputol. Mapuputol yung momentum mo and baka mapigilan yung pagtuloy-tuloy na magandang laro.
Deo Quajao comes in for the first time. Usually a part of the starting unit. Now will spark the bench. Itong Letran.
Kung etong si Jimboy Estrada, pistol sa perimeter.
Okay.
Pero paminsan-minsan lumolong range. Ito si Quajao, etong sniper.
Sniper.
Oo, kahit na gaano kalayo yan, bibitawan na yan. Kasi alam niya na meron siyang green light na anytime na mawaan ko yung bola and mag-decide ako na tumira from the outside, pwede ako tumira kasi masushoot ko yan eh.
Specialty na para kay Deo Quajao. Penny Estacio. They count the second free throw, so 2 for 2. But Letran still ahead here by double figures. Ball pressure applied by the Red Lions. June Roque, his first touch of the basketball. Ito si Nap Montesilio. Quajao. 10 on the 24. Celorio. Look at the action from Letran. Oh! And it's broken by Montesilio. Roque misfires. You love the weaving action coming from the Letran Knights. Continuous until Montesilio broke into it.
Oo, kasi eventually, merong magkakamali dun sa depensa. And in that case, nakuha niya yung opening dun sa gitna para mahanap yung wide open three-pointer. Hindi nga lang na-shoot, but that was a good offense. Ran perfectly by Letran.
Penny running jumper is off. Over a minute left dito po sa ating opening quarter. June Roque guarded by a smaller Estacio. They flip it out. Celorio off the back iron.
Those are the shots they're really looking for. Yung mga open threes na hindi man nahuhulog ngayon, but those are open shots. And yun ang gusto mo. Kung ikaw yung coach, magiging masaya ka kapag ganun yung mga klase ng plays na niraran ng players mo.
Etule. No. Kalimag. Yes. Finally. Para dito sa San Beda Red Lions.
And it's very rare to see yung mga shooter mo pumapasok sa loob para makipag-agawan ng bola sa rebound.
And it looks like San Beda will let the other players get some burn on the floor, no?
And I think that's the right thing to do. I mean, giving them that experience, yung feeling na nakakapaglaro ka against a rivalry team. Kahit pa sabihin pa natin na this is a non-bearing game, it's still a different atmosphere rather than playing a regular game, especially dun sa papasok ng play-in.
Cross court, Penny, got it! At the horn, Penny Estacio knocks it down. And it's been a mini run.
No, just another day para kay Estacio. I mean, yung mga ganyang klaseng tira, paubos yung oras. Sanay na yan dyan.
Quick trigger, rattles home for Penny Estacio to reduce San Beda's lead into just 5-26, or San Letran's lead rather to just 5-26 to 21. We'll go back for the second quarter of this game. Diving back into the coverage, this is the last game of our classification round. And we have a really good-sized crowd inside the Philo Center. Siyempre, San Beda kontra Letran. Diba? Abang-abang, rivalry game talagang dudumugin.
And first quarter pa lang, sulit na yung binayad ng mga manonood natin dito. I mean, kumbaga kung pinunta mo dito rivalry match talaga ang pinapakita nitong dalawang koponan na to.
Yeah. Intensity is up between these two teams. Kalimag rims out, and we begin the second quarter. Same lineups para sa magkabilang panig natin. Kung sa tumapo sa ating first frame, Nat Montesilio has the basketball. He's been the secondary point guard in the past few games, losing the rock. It's a 2-on-2 break, and Etule tried to slam it down, just missed it. But they get it back. But that was a gutsy move by Zed Etule, the rookie.
Oh, yan yung rookie na. Yung galawan, hindi pang rookie eh.
Wow! And that was against Jun Roque of all people. Also a high flyer.
Oh, I mean, what gets them higher even more is knowing na yung bantay mo, kaya kang i-challenge. Pero pag naipasok mo yung mga ganong klaseng atake, yun yung talagang bibigay sa'yo. Kung sinabi ko sa'yo kanina, iba yung extra energy na nakakuha mo sa rivalry game. Pag na-shoot mo yun, baka madoble pa yung energy na meron ka.
Feeling mo, wala, nandun ka na. You'll be in the zone after that one. Okay, punta natin ang ating courtside reporter na si Chantal Laude. Chantal?
We want to impact and dominate with our best efforts and our best energy. Yan raw ang goal ng Letran Knights as per head coach Alan Ricardo coming into this game. Ani nga niya, bawat daw na laro nila, they want to keep getting better. But the only difference now is that percentage that they are playing is at 100% physically. Pero it all boils down to the mind setting to emphasize the three main principles, which are purpose, impact, and consequence. Ani pa nga niya, this game may be a no-bearing, pero kailangan daw nila ito para makabuelo for the play-ins. Lastly, nabanggit nyo kanina, they really are feeling it, the Letran Knights, and this confidence nang gagaling raw yan sa kasabihan na matalo na sa lahat, wag lang sa San Beda. Martin and Prince?
Maraming salamat, Chantal Laude. At mukhang yun ang pinangahawakan dito ng Letran Knights. You know, aside of course from their continuous preparation for the play-in, yun din yung isa sa mga motivation nila.
Oh, and sa lahat ng rivalry game, maririnig mo to. Yung matalo na tayo sa lahat. Huwag lang dun sa rivalry team na kalaban natin. Kasi yan yung pride talaga na nagsasalita na. Kumbaga, ilalaban mo talaga kung ano yung pwede mong ilaban. Doesn't matter. And this is the perfect way, you know, to end itong ating classification matches.
Yeah, and Letran has had an up and down season, so this will be a huge up for them going into the play if they do beat San Beda. And it's a bailout. That's a bailout call.
I mean, if you have a John D. Miller holding the ball with seconds to play in the shot clock, you're really gonna have to double him.
Yeah.
Giving that opening para dito kay Etulie, na nakakuha pa ng konting atake bago maubos yung oras. At may 2 shots pa.
Yeah. Zed Etule. This is Kevin Santos. Checking back in. Zed Etule, 6'4" rookie from Aklan. Has been a key piece for the San Beda Red Lions, and he has solidified his role in the rotation.
Oo, para siyang isa pa na Jomel Puno
Yeah.
na mas aggressive rebound na which gusto natin makita kay Jomel Puno. But in some cases, nakikita naman natin.
Oh, yeah. And they always compare him to a younger Calvin Oftana.
Oo.
Pero nung bata si Calvin Oftana, nung rookie season niya, nako-compare naman siya kay JC Intal. Bago yun. So, yun ang progression as Roque nails the elbow jumper.
Oo, sinubukan siya kanina dun sa pataasan ng talon. Ang sagot ni Roque, meron muna akong mid-range.
John T. Miller being hounded here by 2 defenders. Talagang sinusundan nila si Miller. Penny, 1 dribble pull-up. Celso comes up with it. And Joe Celso is back in the game after getting hurt in the first quarter. Yukian also checks back in.
13 seconds on the shot clock.
Oo, kung mga ganong klaseng tama lang, yung may mga konting dugo, rivalry game, ilalaban mo yan.
Oh, Celso wasn't expecting the pass. Look at Roque, zoom to the cup, no. And there's Nigel Gonzalez. Gonzalez is on the move. Miller catch and shoot. Too strong. And back the other way we go. It's a 6-point advantage for Letran. We are playing it fast in the second quarter. Kevin Santos takes it to the other side.
Oo, nakuha niya yung napakagandang separation after nung 1 power dribble na yun. Tapos kinuha niya sa kabila.
30-22. Letran maintains control. John T. Miller rises and scores, plus the foul. So more aggression from a John T. Miller, who now has 12 points in the first half. And how about this move by Kevin Santos? He had the quickness advantage against Celso in that sequence.
Oo, pero again, if you have Miller on the other side, hindi ka pwedeng humilk basta-basta eh. So yun ang ibibigay mo talaga. It's either a Santos reverse layup or a drop from bantay ni Miller, giving him that opportunity, di ba?
And Miller completes the 3-point play. It's a 5-point game. San Beda creeping back up. Almost 3 minutes going by here in the second. Quahao. Quahao against Miller. Quahao pulls the trigger and Quahao knocks it down.
Oo, kitang-kita mo kung paano siya challenge ni Miller nung pag natanggap niya ng bola dun sa medyo malayo ng konti sa 3 points. Parang sinasabi sa kanya na, sige, itira mo yan, masyado malayo yan. Hindi mo ba kilala kung sino si Quahao?
Yeah.
Tumitira yan galing sa logo.
Unfazed by Miller's defense, and Tran forces the turnover. Jun Roque with the activity. Kita mo to. Deo Quahao right in the face of John T. Miller.
Yeah, and not even a challenge.
That was an easy look. Practice shot for Deo Quahao. Be Smart Lina is in the game. Montecillo. Roque has it. Quahao. No. Rebound, ending up with Kalimag. RC. Reyes. Jimmy! Split the D and got the free lane.
Parang napakadali para dito kay Reyes nung makuha niya yung open lane to the basket na yun. Uncontested layup.
That's a nice move by Jimmy Reyes. Santos. Masyado malakas. Ito si Jonty Miller now. Back the other way we go. Miller takes it. Off to the right. Gets it back. And puts it back in.
Parang naglalaro lang ng 21.
Uh,
Diba? Yung pagkatas mo tumira, hahabulin mo yung bola mo, pa-follow up mo.
15 na para dito kay Jonty Miller. Oh, they called the blocking foul to the dismay of the San Beda bench. This is against Jimmy Reyes. How about this? Reyes splitting the defense and then laying it up and in. Jonty Miller this time following up his own miss. San Beda slowly getting back into it. Uy! Cuticam tayo.
Oo, cuticam muna tayo kasi again, punuan
Punuan
yan ng
tayo.
Philoel Eco Oil. And hindi lang to hindi lang to pampamilya at saka mga alumni, di ba?
Tama.
Oo. Pang mga significant others din.
Ganun ba yun?
Oo, significant others.
Perfect Tama, tama. Pang ano to? Date day.
Oh, di ba?
Diba?
Oo. May mga bata pa tayo nakikita.
Ano
What
pa?
better way to start the youngins early?
Correct.
Di ba? Involved
Oh.
sa sports. Oh.
Coach Hammer and his son enjoying the action. Of course, Coach Hammer did the first game between LPU and Perpetual with Mr. Anton Rojas.
Oo, parang mas nauna pa na naintindihan ng anak niya na sa San Beda na siya mapupunta bago
Kaya nga
matuto magsalita.
Nakalock in na, no?
No, laki na. Yung anak ko, ganun din eh.
Ganun din.
Oo,
Ano?
yung mama naman. Yung mama naman ang
Okay.
medyo
Green, no?
naglalakal. Oo,
Okay.
medyo dun papunta eh.
Grabe, yung pressure sa mga mga gulang. Oh! RC finally gets one through. And the Red Lions are within a point. Climbing back from 12 points down. San Beda.
Oh, they took it one possession at a time. Inunti-unti nila.
Let's see how Letran will respond. It is with Manalili who is back in the game. 3 to shoot. Inside pass is picked off.
Oh, nabasa
Yeah.
ni Cap yung yung gustong gawin ito ni Titing Manalili.
Reyes, yes! San Beda takes over the lead. Jimmy Reyes with 7.
Kababalik lang din ito ni Titing Manalili sa loob. It's been a while. Simula nung lumabas siya during the first quarter. And medyo nag-struggle. Makapag-run ng plays itong Letran.
Straight away 3 is off. Papeño, one-handed rebound, and he gets the whistle.
You know,
That's you again.
I like this guy. I mean, he's an undersized big. Guarding players that are way taller than him. But you can really see him inside. Working, banging with the other big guys and making sure he gets to his spot and makuha niya yung space na kailangan niya para sa mga offensive rebounds.
I like the step-in 3 by Jimmy Reyes. By the way, this is now a 10-0 run for the San Beda Red Lions. They've outscored Letran 14-7 here in the second quarter to take back the lead. This is how good San Beda has been this season. The #1 team in what they call the group of death.
Oo.
And they're showing us why.
And hindi pa masyado nakakahawak itong si Cap Yuki.
Correct. Oh, stolen. And it's a walk in the park for Deo Cuau.
Oh, and that's to stop the bleeding, Kung makikita natin, itong Letran, meron na silang press defense.
Pati sila, pume-pressure na. RC. Masyado malakas. Quickly. But stolen by Kalimag. Wala lang ang bola sa kanya. So things are getting more interesting as we see this pickpocket by Deo Quahao on Jimmy Reyes. Steal and score. Quahao off the bench with 5 points. There's some contact here between Kalimag and Manalili.
Another offensive foul, offensive screen para dito kay Santos.
Offensive foul, number 4, Kevin Santos.
So Kevin Santos will be whistled for this one. His second personal.
Oo, parehas. Illegal screen.
All players, please proceed to the shaded area.
Okay. So we'll check yung collation ito ni Kalimag at ni Manalili. Okay, we're watching Titing and Kalimag both wearing number 13 jerseys.
As you can see, makikita natin na meron siyang maliit na extra step para habulin talaga yung screen na patamain. And one of the tendencies yan ng bigs, kapag may mga nangyayaring screens, ang instruction sa bigs is to headhunt para to ensure na makakita ng open position yung teammate natin. And sometimes, pag masyado mo maaga ginamit yung screen, ang tendency niyan is madedelay. Madedelay yung big natin sa pag-set ng screen. So, hahabulin ng konti. Oo. And dun nangyayari yung mga offensive foul natin. And in this case, tinamaan itong si Kalimag dun sa huling step, resulting to an offensive foul. Pero again, let's see kung ano yung magiging findings ng mga referees natin dito. And they are reviewing the situation dun sa sequence na yun kanina. Kung ano yung tama na tawag para dun.
Kasi dito sa nangyari, you're right. It was, again, Santos called for the offensive foul with Kalimag. Medyo natulak siya ni Santos. Dumiretso siya kay Manalili.
Oo. Ang chinek yata nila dun kung meron ding extra na nangyari dito kay Kalimag papunta kay Titing Manalili. But in this case, wala ata silang nakita. So ibibigay nila yung bola para dito sa San Beda and magi-inbound sila ngayon.
So still, Letran with the pressure. Kalimag hit a 3 earlier. But it's been a rough day from the outside for him. Jimmy Reyes. Yuken, back to Jimmy, back to Yuken. And it's good. First 2 points for Yuken Andrada.
That was beautiful, After ng first screen, walang nangyari. Binalikan ni Yuki for another screen and a short roll. Nakuha niya yung spot na gusto niya, which is dun sa elbow. Isa yan sa mga spots ni Yuki, bago siya naging talagang outside shooter. Diyan siya kumukuha ng full shot ng mga maagang taon niya dito sa San Beda.
That's an open look. The pocket jumper for Yuken Andrada, the short stab.
And hindi lang siya. Isa yan sa mga specialty ng kuya niya. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam. Si Yutien, naging teammate ko yun nung college. And isa yan sa mga talagang bread and butter ni Yutien. Maliban dun sa mga reverse, yung perimeter jumper, basic sa kanya.
Pero yung reverse yung pinakatumata.
Ayun talaga. Doon din ako natuto.
Yeah. Reyes pulls the trigger. Couldn't find the target. And Kevin Santos initially wanted to make the long pass. Pero ito sa Manalili. Titing goes all the way!
Ayokong i-view to ng pangit, Pero whenever Titing Manalili is scoring more than 10, nalilimit yung sarili niya from looking for his teammates. And yung nagiging outcome ng games, hindi po ma-favor sa kanila.
Yeah.
If you're gonna look at the games of Letran, pag maganda nilalaro ni Titing offensively in terms, what I'm saying is scoring, bumababa yung assist ng Letran and hindi na i-involve masyado yung players na itong Letran.
Lamang ulit ang San Beda dito, 39-38. Ito si Jonathan Manalili. Got it straight to the cup. Lefty layup is good for Manalili, but quickly answered on the other side. Ayan, Manalili now
very
with 7
comfortable
points.
siya. Very comfortable siya attacking doon sa kaliwa. Kanina, kumuha rin siya ng dalawang basket na may kasamang foul. Papunta parehas ng kaliwa.
Jimmy Reyes answering. A lot of contact. Got the bump, but still able to put up the shot.
Oy, sorry.
Yes.
Nanonood yung mga
Sino?
OG, mga legend, mga
OG.
letranistas. Brent Paraiso. Nanonood.
Oy!
Brent Paraiso, si Louie,
Champion yun,
siyang galang.
Yan.
Si Tommy.
Oh,
Diba?
diba?
Nanonood yung mga yan.
Mga champions sa
And
NCAA.
siyempre, si Ira Batalier.
Yun. Former Letra Knights. Thank you for watching. Hold on. So Letran will maintain possession pero behind sila dito 39-38. They've only scored 12 points dito sa second quarter.
And yung San Beda, kung makikita mo, they're picking up their pace sa depensa na rin. Medyo mataas na rin yung umpisa nila dun sa sa pag-pick up ng bola.
Good recovery by Joe Salza. Gonzalez. Gonzalez to the corner. Kalimag. Ooh! In and out. Nilinis yung labi ng ring. Here's Manalili. Manalili! Oh! Extra pass to Santos. What a play!
And that's how he involves his teammate, Ang ganda ng mga atake niya, yung looks niya sa loob. Pwede niya nang i-layup. Pero dahil nag-collapse na sa kanya yung depensa, dun sa last second, meron siyang decision-making palagi na to look for his open teammates as well.
I mean, look at this play. Manalili got the step through. You mentioned it. But made the no-look pass to Kevin Santos.
I mean, the more he involves his teammates, the more na mas umaangat yung energy nitong Letran.
That is assist number 4 for Manalili. Gonzalez at the free throw line rattles home the first. Ito si Nigel Gonzalez has been a defensive guard for San Beda. He usually guards the best player of the other team. That's been his major role for the Red and White.
Doon siya nakilala.
Yung scoring, kapag dumadating, kukuhanin niya. Pero pag hindi, yung may ibang gumagana, hindi niya masyado hinahanap.
And isa yan sa mga pros dito para kay Gonzalez. And alam natin na kapag lumakin siya sa depensa, dahil yun talaga yung role na binibigay sa kanya ni coach. I mean, ginagawa niya talaga full-heartedly.
Manalili makes his move. Feeding Santos for the slam! It's the Manalili Santos show here in the second quarter.
That was a back-to-back play. Galing dito kay Titing Manalili and si Santos,
Bonsalida fakes the pass, faking everybody and bangs home the 3.
Pinaasa lang. Pinaasa lang niya yung pasa na yun.
Nagkakagrian na tayo dito sa ating second quarter inside the final minute.
Pataasan ng energy ang labanan dito.
Yeah. This is the rivalry atmosphere. San Beda versus Letran. We have to see this play again. Manalili, the cross, back down on Buensalida. Santos flying in for the hammer.
Yan yung classic Danny Ay celebration, di ba?
Woo. Second straight play. Manalili to Kevin Santos. Raise the roof. But Buensalida, yung fumble niya, parang naging peke na pasa.
Napaganda pa.
Napaganda pa.
Napaganda pa. Kumbaga, nabitawan na, napaganda pa.
This is Manalili at the free throw line. He has 7 points and 5 assists.
Kung isa sa mga umasa na turnover na, nabigo ka pa. Kasi na-shoot pa.
Yun. Pinabanda pa nga ni Bonsalida. Manalili goes 2 for 2. No problem on the free throws. 36 seconds remaining dito sa ating first half. Gonzalez will take flight and he draws the foul.
Yung ginagawa ngayon ni Nigel, parehas yan sa ginagawa ni Titing Manalili. Except si Nigel, makikita nyo, pag umatake yan, na nasa loob na siya ng paint, buo yung loob niya na, sige, magkita tayo dun sa taas, i-challenge mo na lang yung atake ko. And if I get a foul, I get a foul. If I don't, then I don't.
Nigel gets the first one to drop. This is SBP Executive Director, si Boss Bear. Miss Erica D is in attendance.
Si Coach E. Coach Erica D.
Thank you, Boss Bear. At napaunlakan mo kami dito sa NCAA.
Welcome.
Pero yung jacket pa rin ni Boss Bear, blue and white, ano?
Siyempre. Ganun talaga. I mean, it runs in the blood. Tumatakbo sa dugo niya.
Basti Reyes checking in for the first time. Also, alongside Coach Rick Brook from the Slovakia national team. The coach of the under-16 team of Slovakia. Maybe scouting some talent here as we see this basket from Alejandro. Not Basti Reyes, Alejandro is in the ball game now for Letran.
Beautiful offense ang pinapakita nitong Letran. Ever since pumasok itong si Titing Manalili, ang ganda ng ikot ng bola.
Eugen Andrada. Again, the Red Lions in the quarter with a 3.
Isa lang masasabi ko. Yuki with the exclamation point.
This is a nice play. Gonzalez attacks, but this time he kicked it out to a wide open Eugen Andrada. It's a high-scoring affair in this rivalry game between San Beda and Letran. And we have a close one at the half. 49-46 in favor of the San Beda Red Lions. We'll give you the numbers and the story of the first half and performances from our cheerleading squad sa pagbabalik ng NCAA Season 101 on GTV.